Hello everyone, myself Harshada Dhanagar. I am assistant professor from Shivaji Sondare College at Asanga. So I will start this lecture. Distillation, my topic. Definition: distillation is a unit operation which involves separation of a vaporizable component from a multi-component system and subsequent condensation of vapor. Distillation is a two types of defined. First, distillation is a process of separating the component substance from a liquid mixture by selective evaporation and condensation. Application: separation of volatile oil, purification of organic solvent. Third, manufacturing of official preparation. Fourth point, quality control method. Fifth point, refining of petroleum products. Sixth, recovery of the solvents. Classification of the distillation method: simple distillation bracket dis- differentiation distillation. Second, and flash distillation. Third, vacuum distillation. Fourth, molecular distillation. Fifth, fractional distillation. Sixth, steam distillation. So first, introduce simple distillation is a process of converting a single constituent from a liquid into a vapor, transferring the vapor to another place and recovering the liquid by condensing the vapor, usually by allowing it to come in contact with cold surface, is process known as differentiation distillation, as distillation is based on the differentiation in volatile and vapor pressure of the component in a mixture. Principle: liquid boil when its the vapor pressure is equal to atmospheric pressure. Simple distillation is conducted at its boil point. Construction: it consider distillation flask with a side arm sloping down. Condenser is fitted to into side arm by means of cork. The condenser is usually water condenser that is jacketed for circulation of water. The condensation is connected to receive flask using adapter with ground glass joint. Fourth, on the laboratory scale, the whole apparatus is made up of glass. So, distillation, simple distillation diagram. Working: the liquid is distilled, it fill into the flask 1/2 to 1/3. So small pieces of porcelain in before distillation. A thermometer insert cork, fix it flask. Thermometer bulb must be just below level of the side arm. Water is circulated and jacked to consider condenser. Liquid being to boil after some time. Then vapor being is rise up and side arm to into condenser. Temperature rise rapidly and research at constant value. Temperature of the distillate is noted down, which is the equal to boiling point of the liquid. The vapor is condensed and collect into the receiver. So the flame is adjusted, distill is collected, and rate of 1 to 2 drops per second. Distillation should be continued until small volume of the liquid remains in the flask. Application: the preparation of application for the preparation of distilled water and water for injection. Volatile and aromatic water are prepared. Organic solvent are purified. Non-volatile solid are separated from the volatile liquid. Flash distillation. Flash distillation is defined as a process in which the liquid mixture is suddenly vapor. Flash distillation is known as the equilibrium distillation. Principle: though a hot liquid mixture is allowed to enter from a high pressure zone into the low pressure zone, the entire liquid mixture is suddenly vaporized. This process is known as a flash vaporization. During the process, the chamber get cool. The involved vapor phase molecular at high boiling fractional get condensed and low boiling fractional remains as a vapor. Working: the field is pumped through a heater at a certain pressure. The liquid get heated and enter the vapor liquid separator through a pressure reducing valve. Due to the drop in pressure, hot liquid flash which further enhance the vaporization process. The sudden vaporization include cooling. Individual vapor phase molecule of high boiling fractional get condensed and low boiling fractional remains vapor. The mixture is allowed for the sufficient time so that the vapor and liquid portion separate and achieve the equilibrium. The operating condition can be adjusted in such a way the amount of the feed exactly equal the amount of the material removed. Therefore, vapor and liquid concentration at any point remains constant in the unit. Uses: flash distillation used for the separating component, boil a while different temperature, petroleum industry and refining crude oil. Advantage is a continuous process. Disadvantage: comparable volatile separating component. It is not sufficient distill, near pure component are liquid. Vacuum distillation: the distillation in which the liquid is distilled at the temperature lower than the vacuum distillation: distillation process in which the liquid is distilled at the temperature lower than its boiling point by application of volume pump, suction pump, etc. are used to reduce the pressure on the liquid surface. Distillation under the reduced pressure is based on the principle of simple distillation with some modification. Principle: liquid boil when pore pressure is equal to the atmospheric pressure, that is pressure on its surface. The external pressure is reduced by applying vacuum. The boiling point in of liquid is lower. Assembly of apparatus: so application: preventing degradation of active constituent, enzyme, vitamin, glycoside, alkaloid. Disadvantage: this in vacuum distillation persistent forming, this may be overcome by adding caprol alcohol to the liquid or by insert the fine air capillary tube in the second neck of the cation flask. Molecular distillation defined as the distillation process in which the earth molecular in the vapor pressure a transfer from mean free path and get condensed individually without intermolecular collision. On application of vacuum, molecular distillation is based on the principle of the simple distillation with some modification. This is called as evaporation distillation or short path distillation. Principle: the substance to the distill have very low vapor pressure. Example: viscous liquid, oil, grease, waxy material and high molecular weight substance. The boil at the high temperature. In order to decrease the boil point of the liquid, high vacuum must be applied. Molecular living surface of the liquid are morely like heat condenser. Application: distillation is used for the purification and separation of the chemical lower vapor pressure. Second, purification chemicals such tertiary phosphate, dibutylic and dimethyl phthalic. Second, more frequently used in remain or fixed oil. Free fatty acid are distilled at 100 degrees Celsius. Steroid can be obtained between 100 degrees Celsius and 200 degrees Celsius. Triglyceride can be obtained from 200 degrees Celsius onward. Principle: in this method, liquid feed introduced into the vessel which is rotated at very high speed. On account of heating, vaporization occur from film of liquid on side of the vessel. Each molecule is condensed individually. The distill in the subsequently collected. Construction: it consists of the bucket shape vessel having a diameter of 1 to 1.1 meter. It is rotated at high speed using motor. Radiant heater are provided externally, so condensed are arranged very close to evaporating. In vacuum pump is condensed entire vessel at the top. Working: so steam distillation. Steam distillation is a method of distillation carried out of air steam. It is used separating boiling substance from non-volatile impurities and separate immiscible liquid. Principle: a mixture of the immiscible liquid being to boil when a sum of the vapor pressure is equal to the atmospheric pressure. Application: it is used separated immiscible liquid etc. water plus toluene. Purification of essential oil like almond oil. Camphor is distilled by the method. Limitation: not suitable when two miscible liquid react with each other. Construction and assembly. Working: fractional distillation. This method is known as the refractioning because a part of the vapor is condensed and returned as a liquid. Simple distillation versus fractional distillation. Simple distillation, vapor is directly passed through the condenser, and fractional distillation, the vapor must pass through the fractional column. In the partial condensation of the vapor is allowed to occur. Principle: when a liquid mixture is distilled, a partially condensed of the vapor is allowed to occur in fractional. Application: fractional distillation is used to separation of volatile miscible liquid with near boiling point such as acetone and water, chloroform, benzene. Disadvantage is the fractional distillation cannot be used to separate miscible liquid which is from pure xenomite mixture. Thank you so much.